Hey, good morning, everyone. Sunday, 21st of June, 2020. Dave, where you been? Up on the wall, people. Lonely at the top? Lonely on the top of this wall. I haven't made a video for a while because, what do you want me to tell you? You can see it. You got ears to hear and eyes to see. See what's going on all around you, across this country, across the world, for crying out loud. So you don't need your most flexible, always humble, and very fluid messenger to keep pointing out the bloody obvious. So today, I got a little bit of inspiration in me, and we're going to start things out with a little bit of a humorous twist. I'm going to leave a link. This is a must-see. I think it's about a 6-minute video of actual footage from 2014 of a championship college debate. Tell you what, people, you watch this thing. Link below, also posted on Facebook, my homepage, Dave Corum. You watch this and tell me you don't feel inspiration to come up with hashtag defund colleges and universities. This is humorous. It's going to require I'm going to give you a couple of snippets to whet your appetite to ensure that you watch the roughly 6-minute video. So we're going to require some very technical computer skills because I want to get a little snippet from both sides of this championship college debate from 2014. In the math, people, this could be a presidential debate sometime off into the future if this country survives this long. All right, here we go. First minute of it. And the pathetic thing is, of course, is you've got to watch us on a Fox Morning News. You got to watch this pathetic news chick trying to, well, you just got to watch it. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Arguing it. Towson University's debate team wins, claiming an historic win. They are the first all-black women's team to win the Cross-Examination Debate Association's national championship. This morning we have two of the team members here. We have Amina Ruffin and Corey Johnson, both here to talk about the major victory. Ladies, way to go. Congratulations. You've made so many people proud in this area. Now we want to pick your brain a little bit as we admire your huge trophy, by the way. That's ridiculous. But I'm going to ask you first. We'll start with you, Amina. What was the topic, first of all?
The topic was restricting presidential war powers authority.
They said the nigga's always already queer. That's exactly the point. It means that the impact is that is an impact turn to the that it is a case turn to the affirmative, because we are saying that queer bodies are not able to survive. That it necessarily means that the body of the nigga is not able to survive.
We got the topic in about July, and we started doing our research then.
Man, like I say, you're going to really have to watch this because seeing's believing. I think the topic was presidential war powers, but you kind of got that, didn't you? Didn't you kind of pick that up? I know it's a little, now here's where you have to bear with me because I have to find the proper second on this. I'm getting close. Hang on. Oh, ooh, come on. And then this info babe asked him the tough question. Did it ever get rough in that debate? Did you get down to a question you really struggled with? And from the other team, you know, turnabout, we got to just be fair and balanced. Here we go. Try to check this out. Okay, that works good. There we go.
The argument that we hit in the final round was a pretty difficult argument.
Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler for my sisters on welfare, stoop like this, and don't nobody else care.
We've been debating against this argument all year.
Oh, did you catch that argument? Son of a B word. I sure as hell missed it. Like I said, people, must see. Can't make this stuff up. Support this new movement. Hashtag defund colleges and universities if that's the kind of shit they put out. Championship debate. All right, so I'm going to get into those two pictures at the beginning of this video. But first I got to take you down the little primrose path. Little philosophy for you here. Something different. And let's go with this. Basically, we think on 3 levels of thought perception. What do you mean by that, Dave? Well, let me give you examples. First of all, the first level that we all function on is what we think about or can perceive with the 5 senses. You know the 5 senses, don't you? Smell, hear, see, touch, taste. I knew I didn't have to remind you of the 5 senses, but, you know, there may be a low IQ out there that just happened to stumble on my channel. Then we go up to a higher level of thought. The best way to describe that is to just throw out a word. Santa Claus. Not perceptible to the five senses, yet every one of you knew what I was talking about, and it conjured up an image in your mind. Lots of examples for that. Easter Bunny. Not necessarily real, sometimes conceptually possible, sometimes theoretically possible. Okay, and finally, the third level that very few people float about, with the exception of your flexible, humble, and most fluid messenger, always up here on level 3, while I'm down here at level 7 making the videos. Alright, let me give you some examples of the third and highest level of thought and perception. Describe for me a couple of inches. Describe for me a gallon of milk, but don't without the container. You understand what kind of a level we're thinking on here? And the reason I bring this up, people, is because it's number 3 that our masters of the great plantation employ to keep us totally enslaved, to keep us totally divided, fighting amongst each other, and never once looking at their dastardly deeds. Okay, so most people are on level 1 and 2. People want to burn cities, they want to remove statues, but nobody attacks the Federal Reserve. Nobody says, get rid of the frickin' IRS. The bankster billionaires that run our plantation. Full circle, people. My channel started out over a year ago describing to you the enslavement that the bankster, gangster, billionaire boys put upon us. Go back to video number 1 through probably, 17, 18? People laughed about it. Yeah, what kind of bullshit is that out here at the bar? Well, I don't get it. Yeah, you don't get it, because the persons they were making those remarks are struggling on level 1 thought perceptions. Anyway, it's key to end your enslavement. I gave them to you over a year ago. Because, after all, isn't a slave nothing more than a person who labors or surrenders their property to another without payment, absent payment? Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, now, we've got to get up on that level 3 thought. Hovering somewhere between level 2 and number 3, let's take a look at those pictures. The very first picture is the state capital of Colorado. And what's unique about that? That baby was completed in 1894. Now think about Colorado in the 1800s, just the Civil War era around the 1860s. What are you thinking? Seen a lot of the old Western shows? Colorado, uranium miners, tents, big open tables, stick building churches and small communities. Look at that son of a bitch. Who had the technology? Who had the skills? Who had the crane to get that goddamn dome on top? And it was completed in 1894. The second picture is the state capital of Massachusetts. Sit down, people, because that baby was completed in 1779. Yeah, what was 1776? Oh yeah, the Revolutionary War. Conjure up images of the Revolutionary War from your government schools. What do you think they were doing? Building structures like that? You see what I'm saying? There's something wrong either with these pictures, yet that's what the capital looks like today, and that's what the capital of Colorado looks like today, Massachusetts and Colorado. And there's something wrong with the narrative. There's something wrong with the K through 12 and college history courses where the pictures don't match the narrative, if you get what I mean. Now think between level 2 and 3. Couple of honorable mentions. Think of Nevada. Think of Las Vegas in the early days. Tent cities, tent eateries, open picnic tables, little stick buildings. Hey, I can think of Upham, North Dakota in 1905. They didn't have anything that looked like things that were built in 1779 and 1894. 1894, what was that? 6 plus 7, 13 years later, Upham was founded. If I got my history right there. So I'm just saying, there's something wrong with the pictures or the narrative. Another good mention is Montana. Can't tell you when that thing was completed, but it's ridiculous time span. What do you think we had in Montana back in the 1800s, late 1800s, or early 1900s? Cowboys, cattle, shit kickers, saloons made out of wood. You do that for yourself. Google some of these state capitals. Take a look in Montana. Tell me how they got that big ass. How did they build that big ass honking dome? And what was the technology? What were the crane? Did they get some crane company on Minneapolis, St. Paul, drive across North Dakota, get into Montana, in Helena, and raise that thing? Pure bullshit, people. So, just something different. Something to titillate your minds. Let's get you off the level 1 thinking. Get you into the level 2 and 3. Because things are going to come down fast, people. And if you listen to the narrative from the fake news, if you listen to the mainstream narrative, none of this is going to make any sense. Alright, people. Yeah, I also took a week off from making videos because I had stuff to do. Guess what? I still got stuff to do. I got to go right now because I got stuff to do. You guys have a good one.